We have to talk about someone who is also fighting a war to keep her career up and running and to salvage any shred of her reputation she can, and that is none other than Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Montecito, the Duchess of White Castle, the Duchess of Soho House. She is going around on podcasts discussing her brand as if she's some incredible entrepreneur. And I know some of you don't even care about Meghan Markle, but you're gonna wanna hear this because she is such a slap in the face to folks who actually build small businesses and run small businesses across the country. So she went on this podcast. It was called Aspire with Emma Grady. Now, Emma Grady, she worked with the Kardashians and Skims. She seems to be pretty successful on her own. And she wanted to have Meghan Markle on her podcast because Meghan Markle gets views. That's what she was doing. But Meghan goes on there to talk about consumer packaged goods and her jams, jellies, and dog biscuits and her brand as ever. Now, her brand has done one launch, and she already told us she's not going to launch anything else until 2026. So she's acting like she's Bill Gates inventing Microsoft or she's inventing Tesla. She is not some big successful entrepreneur. Everything Meghan Markle touches turns to crap. But Meghan Markle, she goes on this podcast and she says she wants people to just tell the truth. She talks about how she was sort of silenced by the royal family. She wasn't empowered to speak. She wasn't emboldened to speak her mind, which is not true. The woman seemed to have no problem speaking her mind when she was in the royal family. She could have spoken her mind any single day of the week. And from the stories we heard, she was really speaking her mind behind the scenes from the bullying allegations. But Meghan Markle, she felt she wasn't empowered to speak her mind in the royal family. And now she wants people to start speaking the truth and stop lying about her. We have a clip. Let's take a look.
I wonder, and listen, I want to say this to you in the best way, because I wonder if you could rewrite your public narrative from scratch. Is there anything that you would do differently?
Yes, I would ask people to tell the truth.
She would ask people to tell the truth. Well, Meghan Markle, this is rich coming from her because in my opinion, the woman lies constantly. She goes on TV and she lies about her background, she lies about her life story, things don't add up, they have missing parts, missing pieces. So Meghan Markle going on these shows and saying, I want people to tell the truth. I want them to tell the truth with a little smug look on her face is so laughable to me. This is a woman who went on Oprah and basically accused the royal family of racism and talking about the skin color of her child, and she was so offended and it was so racist, which they then could never provide. Who said that? Harry tried to walk it back, in my opinion. So Meghan Markle, to go on a podcast and say you want people to speak the truth when you yourself are a huge freaking liar and you're acting like you're this great entrepreneur. Meghan Markle, I don't know why she thinks she is this genius business maven. She's acting like she invented Spanx. She's acting like she invented Nike. She's acting like she freaking started Apple like she's Mrs. Jobs. You are nothing, Meghan Markle. You have jams, jellies, and dog biscuits. That's it. That is freaking it. And she talks on this podcast about how she should have done a clothing line and everyone wanted her to do a clothing line. Meghan Markle, you should not do a clothing line because everything you wear is misshapen and wrinkled. Netflix gave you $100 million and you couldn't buy a freaking steamer. Everything you wear looks terrible. So I actually think you selling jams, jellies, and dog biscuits makes perfect sense. Meghan is discussing authenticity, being real, people knowing who she is, and we have a clip. Let's take a look.
You have to be authentic.
Just be authentic. Did you see my baby mama dance?
I mean, stop it. First of all, can I just tell you, the timing of that, we maybe watched it like 20 times yesterday. And I was like, is that her?
Oh my God.
Is that Prince Harry there with the fingers and the, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Meghan and Harry, let's go.
But I think
that's you, right? Like that's you in a way that we kind of haven't been able to see you before. And I did like a little secret cheer because I was like, well, that's what I kind of want to see from you. Like I want to see that happiness and that honesty and that like, I don't give a fuck.
But also, by the way, that wasn't yesterday.
No, true.
That was 4 years ago. So it's also a really great reminder that with all the noise or whatever people do, there's still a whole life, a real, authentic, fun life that's happening behind the scenes. I'm just grateful that now, being back on social as well, I have a place where I can share it on my own terms.
On your own terms. And that's really, really important.
If there's one thing I've learned in my short but iconic life so far on planet Earth, the people who talk about being real and authentic all the time are the most fake people you've ever seen. Okay, so Meghan Markle, she's like, and that's real. It's authentic. That's who I am. It's not authentic to actually film a video and sit on it for years and years and years and to drop it when you need to promote yourself. You drop it when you have products to push out, when you're back on social media. And she acts like returning to social media is some gift to Earth. She acts like she's the second coming. She's like, I've returned to social. I'm back on social media. Who gives a shit? Who cares? And your social media videos are terrible. That video of Meghan Markle dancing around with her baby bump, and I use the word baby bump very loosely, that video made me violently ill. I still have nightmares. I'm sick. If there was ever any proof that I was gay and was not sexually attracted to women, it was that video of Meghan Markle twerking in the hospital. That video, she needs to be put in an insane asylum. She needs to be put in a straitjacket. I don't know if they're going to do a sequel to Girl Interrupted, but maybe you could cast Meghan Markle because the woman is cuckoo, cuckoo, crazy. Now we have one last clip from the podcast, this horrific appearance on the podcast. Every time she opens her mouth, it does not help her. In fact, the more she opens her mouth, the less authentic she seems. But she's talking about her kids selling products at a farmer's market. Let's take a look.
Beautiful.
We grow a lot of veggies, and part of what I want them
go and sell these.
Part of what I want them to learn is, and gardening is really, really so great for children because it teaches them patience, teaches them to value and appreciate their food. So you start from seed and you watch it grow and they wait. But with that, it's like, now do you want to sell your harvest? Mm-hmm. And do you want to share it with our community? And also, what do you want to do with those funds once you have them? So really starting to understand as they're learning counting and numbers and all of those things that there's a cost and a price for things.
Yes.
And I think that's key for children to understand that, especially children who are very lucky to have a home that has privilege.
Remember the last few episodes where I said Meghan Markle is priming her kids to be the next generation, right? She says she could see herself starting a business with Lilibet, who is her 4-year-old daughter. I don't know why she named her Lilibet. They were not kind to the Queen. They weren't kind to Queen Elizabeth, but they decided to steal her name and name the daughter Lilibet. But I really think Meghan Markle there is dropping hints that she's teaching the kids about being entrepreneurial, about starting their businesses, and it seems innocent. It seems innocent to me. But if you look at the Kardashians and what they've done with their kids, now they're on the show. Now they're on social media. Northwest has music. She's in music videos. So I wouldn't be shocked if we see Meghan Markle whoring out the kids. And I say it time and time again. Some people get upset. I know a lot of you agree with me. I think Meghan Markle, as she gets more and more desperate, she will be using the kids to sell her jams, jellies, and dog biscuits. We're already seeing it on social media. And the last thing I'll say about Meghan Markle is this. A story came out where she and Prince Harry, who is the Duke of Sussex, Meghan Markle, she says she's the Duchess of Sussex. She actually says her last name is Sussex. Remember, I'm Sussex now, Mindy Kaling. I'm Sussex. I'm not Markle. Well, they did not even acknowledge Sussex Day. So the folks in Sussex, they think they should be stripped of their titles. I've actually spent more time in Sussex than Harry and Meghan. I went to Brighton. I walked on the beach. I went to the palace. The beach had no sand. It was rocks. It wasn't the best time of my life. But Meghan Markle, she is the Duchess of Sussex, and they did not even do a post recognizing Sussex Day. So that would be like the president of the United States not recognizing July 4th or any of our major holidays. And this is, I think, the 3rd or 4th year in a row they haven't acknowledged Sussex Day. So Harry and Meghan, I do think they should be stripped of their titles. They do nothing. They don't contribute to the royal family. They haven't really been in the UK in 5 years. I don't know why they have their titles, but Meghan Markle continues her descent into absurdity, into irrelevance, and every time she opens her mouth, she does not help herself.